as he gets his 40th league goal of the season, and we have secured our playoff spot.
Oh yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to the town of Alfreton, where today we have the chance to qualify for the playoffs in the National League. As you can see here, we sit in 5th place in pole position for one of these playoff spots. Recently our form has not been very good, and I expected this bad spout of form to come in the last episode. I said this here, it might have been further up here actually, but I said it was going to come eventually. It has, but now we've started to turn it around. Actually, if I just go back to there, we got a nice 2-1 win away from home, which was quite unexpected against, at the time, league leaders Wimbledon, and then after that we got a 5-2 win at home to put us in a much better position. Shouldn't we have won those games, we would not be where we are at the moment. So in today's episode, we've got 2 games coming up, one against Southend away from home, and then after that a game against Bath, who are one of the contenders for this playoff spot. So let's just go and see if we can get straight into it, and if we can qualify for the playoffs. So the team for this game against Southend, the boys are absolutely knackered, at the business end of the season, getting really, really tired. But what can you do? To be honest, we just have to go out and play, make the changes, and then just see what we can do in this game. So it starts with Adams in goal, backline of Guerrero, Pollard, Williams, Sassy and Perrett. Cantrell, Fuster and Kelly make up in midfield. Starkey, Harlem Hale and Kenny Coker up top. Opening moments of this game here, a goal for Kenny Coker would take him up to 40 goals in the league, which would be absolutely amazing. We brought him in and he has just been an exceptional player for us, but we need to we're more focused on getting the result, however it comes, picking up as many points as possible from this game. Really, really crucial for us. We started on the cautious mentality because Southend have had so much of the ball in the opening moments, and hopefully we can go out and counter-attack. Maybe that could be the method for today's game, but we just have to see, maybe go on to the positive mentality later on in this game, and just if we get a win today, we would be guaranteed that playoff spot. But with the boys being tired and just different circumstances, being away from home, stuff like that, we just need to see what we can go out and do. We need to defend here, and we also need to go out and attack, as Southend will have the first chance of the game. It goes off that post there, and now we need to get it gone. That's what we do by the looks of it, and we need to build up a bit of momentum if we want to get the result, As 5 minutes is left in this first half, a few changes will be coming up for us at half time. We've had absolutely nothing coming from this game, which is a bit annoying, but hopefully we can go into the second half and get maybe a goal or two. Obviously goal difference is going to be an important factor. I said this at times in the season, how goal difference is so important. Now it's going to be more crucial than ever, as you can see. Solihull Moors on 17, Woking on 12, but we're not really focused on them because they have a game in hand against us. Bath on 15, Dagenham and Redbridge also on 12, so it's going to be important probably in deciding where we're going to finish, and obviously picking up points and winning this game wouldn't bother us at that point, because we would be qualified, and we're also ahead on the goal difference, which puts us in that good position. But Southend find themselves on the attack here. The ball floated in, hits the crossbar twice. How lucky is that to have not crept in there? And Southend will continue this attack, or maybe not, as Guerrero Pollard kicks that ball out for a throw in, and now they'll have a chance to continue their attack. We need to still continue to defend, as Starkey makes a nice interception there, plays it down the line. He doesn't find anyone, as he is sitting quite deep. He would be the man who would be found if those clearances were made by the likes of Guerrero Pollard or someone like that. Not to be on that occasion, but now they'll still continue to on this attack. We want to just go into half time, make them changes, and then come out in the second half. Much better performance. This attack will continue. We need to defend, get it gone, as the ball is through on goal, and it's gone over from the strike for Southend. So lucky that that's not crept in there. As a few minutes is left in this half, Southend once again find themselves on the ball. They've been all over us in their own backyard, and we just need to, as I say, it'd be so frustrating to lose it in this position. We just need to play a bit better, and Adams has spilt that ball there. We need to do the defending. As I say, they're going through on goal. The shot goes in now, and Adams has made a very, very good save there to make up for his mistake from earlier, and now they'll have a chance from this corner. We need to just go in the half. It's been so rocky for us. Boys are still happy, as you can see along the bottom, but it's just a case of, can we go into half time without conceding? It doesn't look like we will if we don't defend this, as Williams makes a big interception there. It's floating around in the box, and Sassy finally gets it cleared for us. Very, very decent defending so far, but that's not what we want. We want to go on the front foot. We want to go and attack and get this result in this game. Kick-off in the second half, the changes made for us: Crowther, Waldock and Max Wright coming on for us, so just the one attacking change. Actually, I'd say Waldock will be influencing the attack a lot more, but it's secure all over the pitch for us. It's still Southend who find themselves with the ball a lot more. We need to just, I mean, if we could leave this game with a point, then that would be good. It still leaves us in a better position, but Woking have this game in hand. We're playing against Bath City, who are a contender for this playoff spot, and if we could have come here and picked up a point against the Southend team, who sit in the same position as us last season, then it would have been much more ideal. But if we were to come away with the point, I don't think we could complain too much. It's just frustrating when we've been so good at times this season. If we were to lose it here, how annoying that would be. But we might have a chance here as Kenny Coker finds himself through on goal. He has the shot and it's very, very close from him. But the Southend goalkeeper denies his chance for his 40th goal of the season, and now they might have a chance to attack here in the midfield. They find themselves on the ball, they go out wide, and Guerrero Pollard needs to do a bit of defending on tired legs. They'll try and deliver this ball, and now the Southend attack still going on. We don't want to concede at this late stage of the game. The ball goes in, and the shot is floated over the crossbar. So lucky that that's not gone in there. Now we have 10 minutes remaining in this game. We still might have an attacking chance here by the looks of it, but I think we might just have to sit back onto the positive mentality and take this point away, because the boys are absolutely hammered, as you can see along the bottom, and a point would still leave us. It leaves us in 7th place, but I think we can get a win in our last home game of the season. Maybe we won't have to. Liam Waldock through on goal, and what a massive goal from Liam Waldock. Could that be the goal to qualify us for the playoffs? What a goal that is from him. And now we have 10 minutes, and we could be within 10 minutes, as I say, of getting that playoff spot. As 85 minutes goes in this game, a goal kick from Adams falls into the feet of a Southend player. Guerrero Pollard's going to have to come and collect this. That's what he does. He can go down his line to Starkey. He goes back to Tyler Williams. Starkey now gets on the ball. Kelly finds himself on the ball. It's some lovely play from us, but we lose out in the midfield right after I've said that. So disappointing. And now Southend will try and come on the attack. It's in possession of one of their 2 strikers. The ball goes into the middle. Sassy with a huge clearance there. Kelly needs to win his header. It goes back into the box. Tyler Williams picks it up with a vital interception of that ball there. He plays it out wide to Starkey. This is some amazing play from us, to be honest. I mean, we've turned it on here. We've got a goal to take us ahead in the game, and we sit in cruise control of our own playoff spot as Southend find themselves on the attack once again. They find themselves on the ball in the midfield. It's been the story of this game, so many times they've been on this ball, and we need to just see out the rest of this game and just hope we can get something from it. We've been the poorer team as they find themselves on the attack. The ball is squared there, and Sassy comes up with a brilliant tackle, and it is a free kick to us. And oh my days, we have been so fortunate in this game. We've moved up to 5th position now, as you can see here. Added time goes on the board. We're within a few minutes of qualifying for the playoffs. The 94th minute approaches, and we come away with what you'd say is an undeserved result, but we have qualified for the playoffs, and we will be going to a playoff special episode, and I cannot wait for that final game of the season coming up against it's Bath City. Anything from this would qualify us to the playoff spots. So the team for this final game at the Impact Arena of the season, a point here would it would qualify us for the playoffs, but even a loss it still leaves us with a huge chance of qualifying for the playoffs off of the back of that. You'd say fortunate win against Southend, but we've still done it. We've got the result, and it means a lot more to us than it did Southend. So very, very happy that we were able to get anything out of that game, and we just need to see what we can do in this final game and enjoy the final game of the season at the Impact Arena, I believe, unless we play in the playoffs. I think we will actually. But anyway, the team starts with Adams in goal. We've got a backline of Guerrero, Pollard, Williams, Sassy and Perrett. Cantrell, Fuster and Kelly in the midfield. Starkey, Harlem Hale on the wings, and Kenny Coker up top. As 5 minutes goes in this game, we might have the first chance, and we do, with Dan Sassy having a massive header at the near post. What a goal that is from him. It's just some nice set piece play to kick off the game here, and we've secured our playoff spot if we keep playing like this in the final games of the season. We've turned our attacking football back on, and as you can see here, very, very clear in this 5th place spot on what a finish to the season this would be for us. As Starkey finds himself on the ball in this wing, he needs to get a ball into Kenny Coker on for his 40th goal of the season. It goes to him at the back post, and he's had a nice header there, just missing out on the goal to make it 2-0. And if he was to get a hat-trick today, I think he actually breaks the record, or at least ties with the record for most goals in a National League season. And you'd think in the summer he'd attract interest from some huge clubs maybe a League One, maybe even a Championship club, maybe. But if he was to go up there, I think he would be an exceptional player. We just have to see if he'll go. And if he did get the offer for him, I would let him go because he is an exceptional player, and we want to deny him of his ability. And it would be really, really good for him as he finds himself on the ball now. He might look to have the shot. He might be very greedy in this game. It comes through to Stark. He'll try and square it to Kenny Coker. Of course he does. He gets his 40th league goal of the season to make it 2-0 in this game. All the boys praising him, and we have secured our playoff spot. As Bath look to might have their first chance of this game here, they're making a nice attack here, find themselves through on goal into our 18-yard box. The shot just floats over our crossbar though, and it's just been a great episode today, and I can't wait for the playoff special episode. That's going to be some fun. We've not had one as of yet. We've just got automatically promoted, and then last year didn't make the playoffs. But it's so good to see that within 3 years, the projection I've had to get us up to the Football League it's just come together, and this is just an exceptional performance. 25 minutes, we find ourselves 3-0 up. And as I said, that projection of getting into the Football League within 3 seasons. Okay, we may not win in the playoffs. I think it will be a tough ask to do well in these playoffs because MK Dons on 97 points, Rochdale 97 points, Wimbledon on 98. All of these teams might still win the title, and 2 of them will have to be in the playoffs with us. Compared to the likes of us where we sit, they've just been far exceptional teams. They have been title-winning teams, and for example, if Wimbledon were to win today, they would go on to a 100-point season, and they still might not even win the league. I don't think. I think MK Dons and Rochdale are playing themselves on the final day of the season. That is, this National League season has just been absolutely immense. If we'd have lost that last game, imagine the position we'd have been in now. But we've played well. We've made it here. And as I said, that 3-season plan, we'd get promoted, and then we get promoted again. Maybe it won't come together. Maybe we stay another season. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting few days on the channel, and an interesting few days for the series. Our first, Journeyman series on the channel, the first real mainstay at the forefront of the channel. It has been so good, and what a club to kick it off with, and maybe we stay here for another season, maybe we don't. We just have to see what goes on in these next few days on the channel. As Bath will look to have a chance to pull back a goal here, but it has just floated over the crossbar. Lucky that that's not gone in, but we sit in cruise control of our playoff position, as you can see here. 76 points, 4 points clear of anyone else, and we have been such a good team this season. As Bath have another attack in this game, they're trying to get into it a bit more. Obviously, they still have a playoff spot on the line, and they do pull one back here. And we, two goals ahead, it's a bit of a risky territory. But if we to take this into half time, then we'd be set for the win here. As George Cantrell plays the ball out wide to Stark, he's got Kenny Coker waiting in the middle. Instead, he opts to have the shot himself. Just forced to save from the Bath goalkeeper. The changes made for us, brought on Crowther, Waldock and Wright, so pretty standard changes for us here in this game. We're just going to see out the rest of it, maybe if we can pull a few more goals. Kenny Coker hat-trick, maybe, I don't know, but it's just been a great final episode of the regular season, and I can't wait for tomorrow's episode of the playoff special. It's going to be so much fun, and I mean, even if it doesn't go to plan, we don't advance on to a win, I still think it will be a good episode and a testament to the performance we've put in this season. So I just hope we can at least put a good showing for ourselves against whoever we play. We in the opening rounds we'll be playing against teams like so the goal sneaks in there for Kelly. I thought we were about to score. I was about to say about the playoffs, but Kelly does get our 4th goal of the game. As I was saying, we will be playing teams like Solihull Moors, Dagenham and Redbridge if they were to qualify, and Oldham. So we ideally we don't want Oldham. We want either Solihull Moors or Dagenham and Redbridge in our opening games, and then after that we just have to see who we get in the semi-finals, and to advance to that even would be good, and I don't know if we get a Wembley day then or it's at home, but a playoff final even would just be amazing. Let's just see if we can go and have a good performance in there tomorrow. Starkey has the chance to get our 5th goal of the game. That's what he's done, and we've had an absolute demolition job here. What a game it's been, and roll on the playoff day. Max Wright finds himself through on goal after a nice ball from Kenny Coker. Can he play the return to him? That's what he does. Kenny Coker waits in the middle, and that is one of his poorer finishes, you'd say, really. You'd think he would have scored that from point blank range. Maybe he shouldn't have taken it first time, but 40 goals season for him. he has just been an amazing player, and I said this earlier, if he goes on to a big club, he could definitely be a key player for them, have some great seasons, because he is still quite young. He has developed really, really well into it. I mean, you shouldn't really talk about stars, but 5-star player, 4.5-star player. In bigger teams, that could be a key striker. You know, what teams need to go on and push for playoff spots, what they want, and winning the title spots. He's just gonna be an exceptional player. He's taken over the shoes of Ryan Taylor, and he's done it even better than him. So we've had two great strikers here in our time, and it's been a credit to watch, really, as we might have a chance to get our 6th goal there. Kenny Coker on for a hat-trick, maybe not, because Max Wright does lose out on that ball there, and now Bath might look to try and turn this over. I don't think they're in this game. At this stage, their promotion playoffs hopes are over at this point. It's a shame. I mean, for any team, we could have been in this position, but luckily we're not. We turned up on the final day of the season and put in some exceptional performances. There's 15 minutes remaining in this game. It's just going to be a case of just seeing out the rest of it. You know, they are offside there. We just need to see out the rest of it and go on to this final day of the season where everyone's going to be rested. We have got a 2-week rest on everyone, because it's really a case of everyone stays sharp according to their matches played, not really towards their training, because, as I say, it's a semi-professional team, and that's also another thing to point out. For a semi-professional team to get into these playoff spots it's such a cool thing, you know, and I'm sure it's been, I mean, I don't know how to put it into words really, but if this was to be replicated in real life, it'd be such a cool thing, and I can see why the board have these objectives of avoiding relegation, and this playoff spot that we finished in has been, it's out with their wildest dreams according to the board. I know the fans would be wanting more, but what we've done ourselves has just been, and to get into this playoff spot has exceeded all expectations, and we've had an amazing season at the Impact Arena, finishing in a playoff spot, 5th place for the season, and roll on tomorrow's episode where we'll be playing in the playoffs. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for our first game of the playoff episode. Hopefully it should be more than one game if we were to beat Solihull Moors. I'll see you then back at the Impact Arena. I'll leave you with this little tune. Thank you. Bye bye.